Yo. So, so a video. You guys are probably wondering why I'm losing my mind. Well, I never had my mind. So in the process of, sort of dwindling my channel down, my videos, I guess, because I really haven't done a whole lot. I've mostly just kind of been busy. Getting my 6-string chops up, working on some shit. I'm really, really late at getting to this fucking review. I should have had this review done like months ago. But going through everything that I've been dealing with over the last little while, I'm finally able to get to this review. I've been listening to this record all day. It's awesome. What is it, you're wondering? Well, it's Beyond the Depths by Syryn. Syryn is a Calgary-based metal band with deep in the roots of the blues, yet the domination of power metal and new wave of British heavy metal and bits of thrash. So you're probably thinking, like, what the fuck are you babbling about, Hickey? Well, it's easy. The power metal, new wave of British heavy metal, and the bits of thrash, it's like if you took Maiden, Priest, and early Metallica and kind of smushed me into one band, but had a female singing. I'm not known for listening to female-fronted bands. I don't have anything against it. I've listened to them before, but nothing's really spoke to me like these guys. So gathering their name, obviously, from the sirens of Greek mythology, who lured nearby sailors with their enchanting music and the vocals and all of that, causing them to shipwreck onto their island. Featuring Paulo Rage on guitars, Brian Campbell on drums, Sloan Vox on vocals. Vocals. Lix Rose, the lovely female bass player, which I'm really, really down with this pair, just simply because how well they are musically. And Byron Gohro on guitars. I apologize on how badly I just mispronounced your last name. Gohro? Jorio? Don't shoot me, I'm sorry. They have been playing shows, writing songs, and working very hard at getting their name out to a wide audience. Sloan started this back in 2017, and of course with their debut single, Unbreakable, which I'll get to later, that helped them to take off. Their name started to fly around to all the big festivals and so on in Canada. Now, the two that they got to play at least once for sure was Decimate, Hyperspace. I know they played Loud as Hell a couple times, I believe, and they've also made it to the second heat of the Calgary edition of the Wacken Metal Battle, which basically, if you win, you are able to kind of move on to different heats and get the chance to play Wacken, which is fucking insane, by the way. I'm just looking at their website here, which I'll have all of the applicable links down below. I'm not on Twitter because Twitter's fucking stupid, but that's besides the point. I will post as much down below that I can. Keep that in mind. So if you're looking for any of the links, it will be down there in the description. And there's also another festival, Metal Apocalyptic Festival in Lone Butte, BC. Decimate is also in Calgary, and as well as Hyperspace Metal Festival in Vancouver. I mean, they played all kinds of other shows too. In 2019 is when they were able to go to participate in the second heat of the Calgary Metal Wacken Battle. All right, so moving on to the actual review here. Let me pull it up. So when they released this record, which actually doesn't say, or maybe it doesn't, I'm just too stupid and blind. Yes. Now, it says they were currently in the process of recording their first full-length album due for release in the summer 2019. I presume that would be Beyond the Depths. Now, that being said, with their debut record, this is very pirate shipwreck themed. You can tell this is on this release quite a bit. But there's also a side of strength and power from each member of the band has that sort of like their influences are on these tracks. Unbreakable is about the latter. Unbreakable is being, you can't break me, I'm stronger than all, I'm going to get through anything and everything that I possibly can in my day-to-day life. That's what I'm gathering from Unbreakable. There's some fierce and ferocious thrashy riffs. At the start, you hear a really nice big air raid siren coming out of Sloan. You've also got, I mean, when she sings, it's very well pronounced and executed perfectly. You can really hear what she's saying. There's no there's none of that. It's very soulful, very bluesy, very power metalish. When you talk about the rest of them, Paulo and Byron, and of course Licks and Brian, you get a band that really is tight. One of them could go off on the rails, and the other three will sit there perfectly in the mix and not sound like a fucking jangled up pile of shit. Everything sounds tight and it's fucking perfect. That's the one thing I love about this. The mix is also excellent. Everyone is heard. You can hear Licks on here. You can hear her perfectly, sitting in tight with the low end of the guitars and the drums. The guitars sound excellent. And Sloan sits in just at that point where it's almost a little over the rest, but it's not bad. Because sometimes you'll get records where the band is down here and the vocalist is up here. So you kind of know who's kind of really running that show. And then you get to a song like Fighting Drunk on a Ship in 3 Sheets to the Wind. And it's just 3 sheets to the wind. It's just these cool little chanty pirate. It's almost like a Schlager type song, but it's not. You know what I mean? And I mean, hell, I've been there before. I've been 3 sheets to the wind many a times. Just not on a ship and mostly in a bar. I usually don't fight, but that's besides the point. When you look at a song like Paradise for Demise, Dead Men Tell No Tales, they're about near-death experiences. These tracks here, Unbreakable, 3 Sheets to the Wind, Paradise, and Dead Men, these are literally the best songs that I've heard out of a band that does this style of music in a very long fucking time. Because I don't listen to this type of stuff. I mean, new wave of British heavy metal, yes. Thrash, obviously. But the whole power metal thing has never been a thing for me. I love the blues because the blues really, it teaches you to keep yourself very rhythmic, which this band does very, very fucking well. Of course, there's a couple interludes in here, as well, like just in through prior to a certain couple of tracks. The actual track listing, I'm going to have to see if I can pull it up on the Bandcamp. Why is my computer not working? I guess I've lost my mouse, so unfortunately I can't grab it at this current stage. I probably should have typed it down, but that's okay. If you're into power metal, new wave of British heavy metal, thrash, a bit of the blues, you're definitely in for a treat. And if you're into this sort of thing where you like female-fronted bands, Nathan from Metal Down Under, I'm looking at you, kid. You definitely should look into this band. These guys are fucking stunning. Every track on this record is mixed perfectly, delivered well, it's loud, it's tight, it's soaring, it's sultry, it's sexy as fuck. Everything in this record, by far, over the last couple of years that I've heard from local bands or Canadian indie bands, this record's doing it for me. Okay? It's fucking awesome. My only qualm with it, literally, is it's not, too many interludes. Give me more full-length shit. I know you guys can do it, so give me the full-length fucking shit. That being said, they will have a very brand new single coming soon, and they're in the process of finishing up their sophomore release, which I'm looking very, very forward to. Now I just gotta buy some merch, but that's gonna take a little bit because I gotta get some cash. That's besides the point. This is a 4.5 out of 5. It would have been a solid 5 out of 5, but hey, there's too many interludes. Fix it, Sloaney. Fix it, the rest of the band. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I really appreciate this. This is sort of one of these babblish type reviews, unfortunately. I've been listening to it all day, so I really haven't been able to kind of focus. So I just put the notes here. So I hope you guys like it. Cheers. Subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Possibly another review in the near future. I haven't gotten that far yet. It's a doozy. Cheers.